Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. Welcome to another top 10 list. Today it is my top 10 recommendations if you have been considering picking up a watch by Pagani Design, and a few I would suggest that you're probably better off avoiding. I have reviewed a bunch of Paganis on the channel over the last, I think, 4 years now. More than enough to come up with a reasonable top 10 list, I think. And some of those videos have been massively popular. They're clearly a brand that has captured the imagination of the buying public because they offer so much for not an awful lot. One thing they do not offer, let's be clear, is originality. The vast majority of the 10 watches that I'm going to recommend are borrowed designs, shall we say, from big Swiss watch brands. I know some people are uncomfortable with that. That's fine, this is not the video for you then. If you're okay with that, then stay tuned, because these watches I think offer more for your dollar than just about anything else on the market. Now, I put the pop-up up today. A couple of these watches I bought myself, the rest of them have been sent to me for free by the various shops on AliExpress, whose links I'll leave in the description of the video. I'll leave links to every watch I show in the order that I show them from the shop that sent me the watch. Now let's also be clear, your money is spread very thinly across some of these watches. The specs are incredible, but sometimes I've had quality control issues creeping in, dodgy spring bars, clasps, slightly wobbly bezels, etc, etc. So again, do bear that in mind. But like I said, there isn't another brand that offers you more for less, and these things always look far, far more expensive than the price paid. Let's flip the camera and get on with the list. Alright, I'm going to start with a few new ones and then move on to some old favourites. This video is timed to coincide with the 11/11 sale. It started 5 minutes ago. If, however, you're watching this video in a month's time and the sale has gone, don't worry, there'll be vouchers in the description of the video, kind of ongoing and permanent vouchers. Besides, there's probably another sale around the corner. There are fairly regular discounting on AliExpress. So this is one of their newer models from the Pagani Design official store. It is the PD1694, and I included it in my 11/11 top 10 roundup this year for a number of different reasons. I think it looks great. Clearly a lot of Rolex here, but there is a little bit of Tudor in that rivet style bracelet as well. For $100, you're getting this one for just over $100. By the time you apply the vouchers, you get a lot of watch for your money. That is a box domed sapphire crystal, lovely looking ceramic bezel insert, 200 meters of water resistance, screw down crown. It's a screw link bracelet and a decent clasp on this one as well. Well finished throughout. One thing to note though, 3 different colours. There's either a white, kind of modern looking, a yellow looking Tina, or there is an orange style. Now I've got the orange one here. I think the orange one really is probably the pick of the bunch, but the orange one is only available with the Miyota 8215 movement. The other 2 are available with a Seiko NH35. Seiko NH35s are in short supply at the moment due to COVID-19 factory issues. The price has gone up. That's why you'll see the prices of a lot of these watches going up as well. Manufacturers are substituting them for either the Miyota 8215 or the Epson YN55. That is an Orient in-house movement. I wouldn't be too concerned about picking one that wasn't powered by an NH35. Just check the description, make sure you know what you're ordering before you order it. But yeah, a good place to start this list. One of their newer models, definitely an improvement on some of their old historical legacy models. Good looking, well spec'd and well priced as always. Alright, it's a bit of a 3-for-1 deal at number 2. I reckon all 3 of these watches have the same case, the same crown, the same bracelet, the same clasp, just small variations in terms of the dial and handset. The Tiffany one, I reckon this is going to be a big seller. You simply cannot buy a Tiffany Oyster Perpetual 41 for love nor money, hence they are selling for 3 times retail here in Australia. I kid you not, look at those prices. You would have to have more money than sense to buy one of those for 3 times the retail. So the Tiffany one's going to be pretty hot. There's a yellow here as well. And from these actual photos of the watch, they look pretty good. That Tiffany colour I reckon looks nice, as does the yellow orange. If you prefer something with a date, why not check out the 1692. Now all of these watches claim to be 39mm in diameter. I measure them at closer to 40mm and it wears closer to a 40 than a 39. Sounds like a small difference, but it is an important difference. Or what about the leaf dial? This one, a lot of fun. This one has a cyclops over the date complication. Now, slightly different movement choices in all of these ones. The Tiffany dial claims either NH35 or Epson. The Explorer style with circular indices is powered by the Seiko NH35. The leaf dial only powered by the Miyota 8215. So like I said, check the description, make sure you know what you're ordering. All of these coming in somewhere between $85 and $95. At number 3, if you want a cheap watch that looks like an expensive watch, check out their Daytona lookalike. This was one of the OGs. I reviewed this one about 3 years ago, and interestingly, it hasn't gone up all that much in price. On special at $11.11, you can pick up one of these in the mid-60s. It's a hell of a lot of watch for not a lot of cash, therefore. A bunch of different colours. I'll leave a couple of links in the description of the video. I wouldn't personally bother with the fake meteorite. I don't think it looks all that good. Two-tone ones and these IP coated ones look okay, but the IP coating will wear off given time and abuse. I reckon the black one is the hottest, along with the white one. Also available in full stainless bracelet. Now this is powered by a Seiko Mecha Quartz movement. Don't write off the Seiko Mecha Quartz. It's more accurate, more reliable, and cheaper than the autos at the moment. Great looking watch, this one. Wears really well as well. 40mm in diameter, suitable for even smaller wrists, especially if you do opt for one on the rubber straps. Now lume, not fantastic on all of these watches, certainly not fantastic on their Daytona homage, but they have modified this one recently, upping the water resistance from 30 meters to 100 meters. Those chrono pushers are screwed down, as is the crown. Sapphire crystal again, ceramic bezel insert, a really good looking watch. Talking of good looking, at number 4, it is their relatively new Tudor-alike. With vouchers, this one coming in just over $100 during the 11/11 sale. This one only powered by the Miyota 8215. Like I said, check the description. And this is one very solidly made watch, arguably the best made of the bunch in my opinion. No end link rattle at all, super smooth 5-link rivet bracelet, sharp case finishing, a lovely bezel and lovely bezel action, vintage dome sapphire crystal. Now things to watch out for, like I said, it's only Miyota powered. Don't focus on the pictures in the listing. Focus on my video footage here. It's not quite the same. The proportions are a little bit off. The hands are slightly too small. The bezel is slightly smaller than it is in the photos. But that's not to say it is anything other than a cracking looking piece. This one is available in 2 colours, PVD black or all stainless steel. At number 5, I know my thumbnail says $50 minimum. I'm going to squeeze one in less than that, $36.09. Normally I don't recommend anything other than Casios and the occasional Timex at this price, but this Pagani is well worth a look. A variety of different colours here. There's a black, there's an IP, there's a black and gold, and there's a blue one also. I had a look at this one a couple of years ago now, and I thought it was a great looking little watch. If you're looking for an office wear piece or an occasional wear dress watch, something that's going to lurk in the corner of your box for $36, you really can't go wrong with this one. Nice dimensions, it's a 40/20 as well, and I'm going to shock you here, it's not an automatic. It looks for all the world like an auto. This is another one of these Seiko movements. It's a VH65 hybrid mechanical. It ticks 4 times per second, and if I didn't tell you it was a quartz, you really would be struggling to tell. I love that date complication there at the 3, very unusual. The strap's okay, it's quite light, and it's only mineral crystal, but for $36, really, you can't buy much better. So what's next then? Well, this is next, the PD1707. I reckon this is arguably the biggest bargain on today's list. The PaganOak Chronograph. I actually made a video, the Royal Oak Rumble, where I compared the Caddis Oak to the PaganOak, and the winner was, well, I reckon the winner was this one, and I didn't actually include it in the video. $62.99. The automatic 3-hander, even on sale, is going to cost you about $103. That's a $40 saving for a watch that I think looks better, is more accurate, is more reliable, and has more utility. That, my friends, is a bit of a no-brainer, I think. 3 different colours. You can go for the silver white dial, the blue dial, or the black dial. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a very handsome and very well-made sports watch. 100 meters of water resistance, screw-down crown, screw-down chrono pushers. Again, it is Seiko VK Mecha Quartz powered. 60-minute chrono. Ticking second down at the 6 o'clock, date at the 4:30, and a 24-hour indicator at the 9. And have a look how much detail they have packed into the dial of a $62.99 watch. Very, very nicely done. The bracelet is well machined, it is comfortable on wrist, no sharp edges anywhere, only a butterfly clasp mind you, no half link, so you might struggle to get the perfect fit, but it's not massively heavy or particularly large. Overall, very, very strong and definitely one of the biggest bargains on today's list. Following the PaganOak Chrono is the fluted bezel DJ style. Again, I reviewed this one a while ago and highly rated it. Coming in on sale at around 75 US dollars. Again, the price on this one hasn't gone up. Sapphire crystal, Seiko NH35 and a Jubilee. Jubilee bracelets are my preferred choice. They are a little bit dressier and a little bit glitzier, but they are a little bit more comfortable as well. All those little separate links, it's a 5-link Jubilee, moving in unison with your wrist to make it a really comfortable watch to wear. Screw down crown, 100 meters of water resistance, and a variety of different colors. There's a rhodium colored dial, there's a blue one, there's a white one, and there are a couple of two-tones if you are so inclined. Next up, it's a watch making a timely appearance on this list. It's the No Time To Die style Speedmaster-esque Pagani. Now, I looked at this one a year ago when the movie was supposed to debut. Ironically, I've got tickets to see this film tomorrow night. It launches in Australia today, so I've got tickets to see it with some friends tomorrow. Again, a good looking, handsome, well finished big watch this one, 42mm in diameter. It is quite thick, Seiko NH35 in all of these. Now, at the time last year, I reviewed the one on the bracelet and I suggested you should avoid the one on the bracelet. Those big long end links mean it just doesn't look good on wrist. It doesn't wear well. I suggested the rubber was the way forward and I think I was right. The rubber is the way forward. Fits much better on wrist on the rubber strap. Since then, they have released this one on a mesh, which is truer to the original. I haven't seen it, I haven't held it, I cannot speak therefore to the quality of the mesh, but assuming it's not a complete donkey, perhaps that is now the one to go for. On sale, these ones coming in just under $100. Next up, it's another one of the cheaper watches on the list today, coming in at $50.99. It's a personal favourite of mine. It's another Mecha Quartz powered chronograph, and it's an original design, one of only 2 originals on today's list. This is my watch. I've had it now for a couple of years and it has been utterly accurate and utterly reliable. I put it on this green canvas and calf style strap. I wear it as my Beater Chronograph if I need the utility of a chrono, but I don't want to wear something more expensive. I wear this one. It is only mineral crystal, so I don't beat it that hard, but it's great to have a watch like this lurking in your box somewhere, always set to the right time, always accurate. They are available in black or white, or there's an IP golden black one there. Straight cut end link on the bracelet, so I probably would opt for the leather strap like I did. 22mm lug widths, you're bound to have some 22s in the house. And the black dial one goes with just about anything. And last but not least, again from the Pagani Design official store, coming in the mid 70s, it's a big boy, it's a Tag Aquaracer Stylee. This one has all the right specs as usual, Seiko, sapphire, ceramic, 43mm in diameter, 22mm lug width, coming in at 180 grams. So if you like your watches big and chunky, this is definitely an option for you. Available in black, green with a nice little touch of yellow on the second hand, also available on leather here. Leather strap actually looks quite good, nice stitching on that, again black or green. And the dial finishing on these is very nice indeed. Dated 3, applied indices and a horizontal etched pattern throughout. So if that's 10, or I think it was 12 actually, that I recommend, what about some that I suggest you avoid? Well, I'm going to start with the Pagani Speedmaster, arguably the biggest disappointment of the 11/11 sale season. I've been eyeing up this one for weeks, and then they dropped photos on their Facebook page and it looked nothing like the photos in the description. The watch in the description has white hands, as it should do. The watch they've actually brought to market has silver hands. I think Pagani is aware that there has been a collective gnashing of teeth about this one, and they're going to do a Mark II. Wait for the Mark II, don't bother with this one. A bit of a controversial choice here. I haven't included a GMT on the list despite the fact that I have reviewed 2 of them on the channel in the past. One of them rather favourably. I looked at their Explorer 2 lookalike and was blown away by how close it got in terms of finishing to a genuine Rolex. However, I said it in those videos and I'll say it again now, your money is spread very thinly, even more thinly, if you're getting a watch with a GMT complication, a 4-hand plus date movement in it. Seiko NH35, Epson Orient Y55, Miyota 8215, all Japanese owned movements, all known quantities, all super reliable. These are Pearl Hangzhou movements and I cannot tell you how reliable they're going to be long term. So the GMTs offer heaps for the cash, but they are only for the brave amongst you. And a couple of quickies to finish. Same as the San Martin video. Don't buy a Seiko homage for $120 when you can buy a Seiko for $200. It just doesn't make any sense. And similarly, I'd be giving this Grand Seiko Looky Like a wide berth as well. They sent me one of these for review. It's very nicely finished, but the thumbnail of the video says it all today. 50 to 120. I draw a hard and fast line at Pagani's. Over 120 US dollars, I would be looking at San Martin. I would be looking at another brand. I just don't think they have the clout to command more than that. So there you have it. Well done you for making it all this way. And I do mean you. You're clearly a fan of Pagani design watches. Why not check out a couple of other Pagani reviews while you're here? Thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon.